This is an expression to show that in the case of a one-dimensional elastic collision, the relative velocity of approach of two colliding bodies before collision is equal to the relative velocity of separation after collision. To arrive at the expression, consider two spheres of masses m1 and m2 moving with the initial velocities u1 and u2 respectively. They undergo one-dimensional elastic collision. Their final velocities will be v1 and v2 after the collision. Here, let us consider that m2 is less than m1 and u2 is less than u1. From the law of conservation of linear momentum, momentum of the system before collision is equal to the momentum of the system after collision. Thus, we can write m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Shifting these u's to one side and v's to other side and taking m1 common, we can write the same as m1 into u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 into u2 minus v2. From the law of conservation of kinetic energy, total kinetic energy of the system before collision is equal to total kinetic energy of the system after collision. Thus we can write half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. As in the above format, let us move these u's and v's to their respective sides and take m1 and m2 common. Thus we can get m1 into u1 square minus v1 square is equal to m2 into v2 square minus u2 square. Let this be equation 2. Now dividing equation 2 by 1, we get m1 into u1 square minus v1 square by m1 into u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 into v2 square minus u2 square by m2 into v2 minus u2. Just cancel m1s this side and m2s on the other side. The remaining expression is u1 plus v1 into u1 minus v1 by u1 minus v1 is equal to v2 minus u2 into v2 plus u2 by v2 minus u2. Now cancel these v2 minus u2 and v2 minus u2 this side, u1 minus v1 and u1 minus v1 this side. The leftover is u1 plus v1 is equal to v2 plus u2. Otherwise, you can write the same as u1 minus u2 is equal to v2 minus v1. Thus, the relative velocity of approach before collision is equal to the relative velocity of separation after collision.